I'm going to walk through my complete process. Pardon the oversimplification if it would happen to be one. So, first thing, I'm going to run out a little bit of my tailstock, about, I don't know, 1/4 inch. I probably don't really need to. This is a live center that came with the lathe. I'm just going to, from this side of the lathe, just going to push that in until I feel it sit. And then I'm going to raise and lock. And then we're in there good. And then this here is just the spur. And it goes into the headstock. And likewise, I just push until it stops. And I like to move my... Alright, so I'm just going to use out these dowels. And this is a piece of a maple dowel. I'm corrected. This is a piece of poplar dowel. And I use this little center tool. And you just kind of match it up and it self-centers, which is handy for me. And just take a pencil and like so, you're going to go across, and then you do this 3, 4, half dozen times if you like. The idea is find the closest to the center point as you can get, and then I go the other end and do the same exercise, and I usually go 3 or 4 times. You don't have to. An X is good enough. And if your eyeballs are better than mine, you can probably just eyeball it. But I am, number 1, new at this, and number 2, I wouldn't rely on my vision. And so this is yet another use for the spring-loaded center punch. I go here to my center and I punch, then go to the center and punch again, then as you see, I take this and I am probably attempting to be way more exact than I need to be, but I always feel like if you practice the right way, then certain things become more intuitive habit. My dowel's a little warped. Alright, lock that die in place. Just give that a lock it down. So I'll bring you over and show you what I'm doing. Looks a little hairy at the moment. So we're then down here, we're tapering. I'm going to do a little ball here at the end. And then I've straightened this up. It's a little rough. It's a lot rough. And then we're going to go a little ball here and kind of try and taper that down so it's really small, and then has the ball on the end. And then I'll do a relief here with the full width of the gouge, and then I'll part probably after I drill, because the last thing I want to do is take this unsupported end and then try and drill through it, because I have a definite fear that I will make a mess of that. Alright, so here goes. Just, that's it. Dowel split. Alright, so we will saw that and we will start up. Let me show you what I've done so far. Alright, so after our break where our spindle split on the other piece, or on the other ornament, I left it a little thicker here. Now, you'll see I need to go back and refine here and here and here, and then I need to smooth this out before we part. But I left that a little thick because I want to drill a hole, and I'm going to put a little tape on it, as I saw Dave doing on Timber Designs. And my thought was support that, but as he mentioned, it's chucked, or it's chucked on one end and against centers, so it should not be a problem, although this is just it's a spur center, not really a chuck, but you know, I mean, it's in there solid. So we're going to try to have a little lighter touch and get this a little smoothed out. We're going to go ahead and finish up our ornament. I think I'm going to go ahead and drill it, and then I'm going to refine all of this and sand it smooth, super smooth. And then I think I'll just put a little finish on it. I want it to look a little antique-y. My mom will not be expecting that I have made her something for today. So, and it's no special occasion other than we are decorating for Christmas. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'm sorry you don't have a better vantage point. We'll work on that in the future. How about this? Is that even better? No. I think you're too far away there. Alright, here we go. Alright, so first thing is to take a drill bit shorter than this one. But we're going to use the same trick with the painter's tape. Only we're going to, it doesn't take a huge amount. I have this piece, but I'm just going to tear a little strip off, enough to go around a couple of times. And what you really want to do is just protect the wood, try and keep from having a blowout on the, as you drill. Alright, let me grab a bit. 7/64 drill bit. And then I will put some wire through here to act as a little davit to put the hook on. Alright, so we'll see how we go. This worked. Dave, thanks for the trick. Hey, we didn't split. We didn't blow out any more than we already were. So good for us. See a couple things I'm going to try and... Here, let me show you this. Alright, so, see, this is the... I mean, that's not, in the grand scheme of things, that's not terrible because I'm going to go ahead and finish this with the gouge. And got a spot I need to clean up because I had a catch. And then we'll dress this up. And just about when we're ready to part, then I'll go ahead and sand it up. Alright, sandy paper. And here is just our little, I don't know, I would say this is probably 120, 150 grit. It's the really cheap Dollar Tree sandpaper, but I'm trying to use it up. Got some spots here where we chipped. I'm not sure if it chipped during sanding or if it chipped while I was turning it, but it was turned or chipped out just the same. So I'm going to work on that a little bit, and then we'll get on to the parting. It's Old English scratch cover, and I'm just gonna dab a little. And so what we got, and I can put a little bit more on this, but it looks kind of antique-y, which is what I was looking for. You know, that scratch cover hides the fact that the grain in the wood was kind of loose. So now I'm just gonna get in there and part off. I could not locate my brass wire, so we are going to use paperclip, and we will use pliers. Switch out of my safety glasses here. Give you a little vantage so you can see me, what I'm doing here. Okay, our ornament sanded fine. It has a little antique-y finish. Not perfect. I'm not overly impressed with the dowel, but you know, I turned an ornament and I'm happy with that. So now I need a hanger for this. So what we are going to do is we're going to take our paper clip and we're going to see how far we need to go. Clip it. So we have more than we need. So you're going to take this and just at, say 2/3 of the way, you're going to hold that in place. And you're going to take that just like that, and you're going to bend a 90-degree bend. And then let's say we'll do this just about the same spot. And then if you're a little loose, take and give it a squeeze. I think I'm a little, see here where that sticks out, that is kind of sharp. So I think what we'll do is pull this out and we'll trim off about a third from each side. Turn our pliers, we don't want to clip too short. Right. So I always put the clipping jaws toward the end. I want to clip, and that way I don't clip too short. And I think I will clip on this side also. And we will do the old clip. Probably wouldn't hurt to round that down with a file either. The oldie flat file never fails. Just trying to take the pointy edge off from where we clipped it. Better. All right, there we are. We are mostly flat on our ends. Bend that back a little bit. All right. So go ahead, take one end in, other end in. We'll crimp it a little bit so that it stays. We'll try and bring that up to more of a bell shape. Let's see here. All right. All right. There we are. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Soldier Farms. Have a great day.